Alright, this was just labeled cancer, so I'm sure we're gonna have a great time. It's LS Nevermore against Raced. Oh no. Oh, I'm sure this is gonna go very well. Okay, for Nevermore we have a heavy metal slow push with some dogs, some Dragon Ogre Shaggoths, including, I mean, the Summoners of Rage for their magic damage do well against the Lost Sylvan Knights. Other than that, we have a whole bunch of Chaos Warriors and Chosen and such. Prince Sigvald the Magnificent, Sorcerer of Death with Aspect of the Dread Knight and Spirit Leech, and then we have a Sorcerer of Fire with Burning Head. Arrows of Kurnos knock him around, like, kind of cartoonishly around, but they do some damage, that's okay. Then we have 2 Chaos Warhounds in the far area. The Wood Elves, my favorite faction in the whole game. By that I mean, fuck them, but whatever. We have Deepwood Scouts, Deepwood Scouts, Deepwood Scouts, no Swish River Shards. Then we have Glade Rise of Hangmaid Tips, a Waystalker, and the Sisters of Twilight. Eternal Guards with shields, looks like 4 of them, 1 Wraiths of the Frozen Heart, 1 Lifecaster, and the Lost Sylvan Knights, Great Stag Knights. Hooray! Yay! Hooray! We're in for a good old-fashioned kite game. Sisters are shooting at Sigvald. Now the spread shot is much better against Sigvald if you can sit directly over him and fire down, but, you know, might be a little risky. I guess there's not a lot of range. They could just go up and shoot straight down at him, but they'll do more damage that way. To infantry characters, at least. Deepwood Scouts kiting out the Chaos Marauders, who are already all down to about... I mean, if you average them all, they're all about half health, so that's kind of interesting. Sucks to be them. Anyway. Sorry. I got a little distracted because there's a lot going on. Ooh, nice predictive Burning Head. That was really cool. That was nice from Nevermore there. Because you either cut off their retreat, like you just saw, they had to run through the Burning Head, which was good, or they had to juke it by going back into the Chaos Marauders, so it's a lose-lose situation. That was a really good cast with Burning Head. On the other side, Chaos Warhounds are getting chased off by Glade Riders with spears, and even Glade Riders with Hagbane tips will still kill dogs. Oof, that's brutal. When Skirmish Cav beats your dogs in melee, that is bad. Not saying it's like bullshit or anything, it's just like, oh, well, that's tough for you, because you have no other Cav to help out the dogs. Now the Chaos is kind of getting the fight they want. They finally get to hit something with their axes, but having no range at all is pretty brutal against these Sisters who are just shooting whatever they want. Though their ammunition is going to run dry. I mean, there's too many targets. Summoners of Rage, Sigvald, Deathcasters. It looks like they're going to focus one thing at a time, take out the Firecaster first. Deepwood Scouts are very close range at the moment. They're probably going to want to get some separation here very soon from Race. Lost Sylvan Knights are very healthy, and it looks like the Skirmish Cav on both sides was chasing off dogs. So all the dogs are gone. Chaos's mobility, if you could even call it that, is dead and gone. These Deepwood Scouts need to get out of here. And it looks like they will start to. 1 Burning Head takes out the Race of the Frozen Heart, but also kind of nicks the Chaos Marauders, and it hard curves back into the Firecaster, lowering his leadership from the Burning Head and also hitting some of his Chosen. Yeah, I hate to see it. You really hate to see it. Alright. Another Arrows of Kurnos comes out from these Waystalker. That looked like it fired way too many arrows, but alright then. The Chaos Sorcerer of Death takes a little bit of damage, and he is going to... What the fuck was that? Oh my god, that was one hell of an overcast. Okay, so he took like 265 million damage. Great. He overcast his Spirit Leech on the Lost Sylvan Knights, though, and that is not a wasted cast. Look how much damage 1 Spirit Leech did to them. Ouch. Still, that really sucks that he took like 7 overcasts. I feel you, buddy. I feel you. That blows. Lost Sylvan Knights are now getting involved. They're going to fight these Chaos Warriors for a second. Chaos Warriors are not ITP, so they might tire out soon. It looks like a regrowth is already coming in onto the Lost Sylvan Knights as they're trying to run away from these Dragon Ogres. Dragon Ogres have magic damage, so these guys really don't want to fight them. Sisters have just about taken out the Chaos Sorcerer of Death, and he now shatters, so they can stop using their ammunition on him and probably switch to multi-shot, get directly over Sigvald, and take him out. Glade Riders' spears die fighting Chaos Warriors, but they do manage to rout them off. And these Deepwood Scouts are all almost out of ammunition. Chaos is hanging on. Balance Power is about dead even, which is pretty good at this point, I would say. A lot of Wood Elf ammo still getting used. And they fire their weird armor-piercing hawk shot, or whatever the hell that thing's called. It does some damage to the Dragon Ogres, not too much. Deepwood Scouts are about to get run down by these Dragon Ogres. They're faster, right? Please tell me they're faster. 64 and 38? Yeah, they're faster. So they're going to want to use their last volleys to get the hell out of there. Last, the Deepwood Scouts have used their ammunition. And now I think we're going to enter the Sisters Kite phase. Chaos is going to reform into a little bit of a box. They fight some Deepwood Scouts who are out of ammunition, but then there's a Dwellers Below cast that does so much damage. Owie! And then this Life Caster's going to run away. Lost Sylvanite Cycle Charge on the rear. Don't actually terror out those guys, which is a blessing for Chaos in disguise. And they're going to try to Cycle Charge, run away, Cycle Charge, run away. A lot of running away. The Sisters are just sitting up there poking down. It looks like they're poking at the Summoners of Rage. Not a bad target, but also, I mean, Sigvald is going to be a problem. Lifecaster gets a little too ambitious. Throws one last regrowth onto Lost Sylvanite as she's routing, but then she does rout. She's probably going to rally on the far side. Wow, really? She just breaks straight off. Interesting. Balance power is back to about even, but the Sisters have been poking away on the Summoners of Rage, and they're not having a good time. Waystalker is almost out of ammunition. My one worry here is that Sigvald is going to be a monster, but I guess the Lost Sylvan Knights are hard to drag down for him, and they can just cycle charge into Oblivion. Sisters using the last of their ammunition on the Chaos Warriors. It looks like the Wood Elf strategy is 100% committed to just leaving Sigvald alone and hoping that army losses or something else takes care of him. Lost Sylvan Knights cycle charging in, cycle charging around. Sisters staying for a little bit too long, and Sigvald catches them for just a moment, but a rear charge from the Lost Sylvan Knights is going to lower the leadership of all these Chaos Warriors a whole bunch, and they are going to go away. Well, goodbye, Chaos Warriors. It was nice to see you. Now, Sigvald is fighting in the middle of here. It looks like he's fighting that Waystalker and the Sisters of Twilight indefinitely. Bounce power is still about dead even, because Sigvald's just worth that much, I guess. The Lost Sylvan Knights are wounded. The Sisters are also getting karate chopped down by Sigvald, and the Wood Elves might want to peel off of Sigvald for a moment and just finish chasing everything down, because right now, I mean, it's not like he's going to get vigor back from sitting there, but he beats the crap out of your Waystalker. He's beating the crap out of your Eternal Guard. He's gonna beat the crap out of your Lost Sylvan Knights too. His healing cap's not even within sight. This man don't care. This man ain't stopping for nothing. For nothing. Benny healing around as everybody chases something off. What else are gonna regroup out here? And Sigvald's coming back for more. He's coming back for vengeance. It's one man against the world. And the world isn't such a big place this time. The world is a small, manageable place. Now, Sisters could get some effective cycle charging, and they do have good armor piercing values. Overall, and they have a pretty decent charge bonus, and they get a nice double hit. Lost Sylvan Knights get a good hit, and the Sisters get a hit onto Sigvald. Now the Sisters do need to pull the hell out of here. Do they have Conjoined Destiny? Maybe they're trying to get one hit. Maybe they want Sigvald to hit them one time and then run away, because it does look like they're staying an awful long time. It looks like they want to bait the heal, but Sigvald's not hitting them. I wonder if he's intentionally ignoring them. Maybe. There. He did the hit. You need to pull away right now. Conjoined Destiny is popped. Oh, but he kills them. That is huge. Bounce power doesn't move that much because they're so low on health that the game considered them almost dead. But the fact their Conjoined Destiny didn't go off is huge for the Warriors of Chaos against the Wood Elves. Sigvald is getting ground down. These Lost Sylvan Knights do need to be cycle charging much more. They can't just sit and fight like this. You need to use your Deepwood Scouts while you have them, because as soon as the Deepwood Scouts are gone, by tournament rules, you have to stay and fight the entire time. You can't cycle charge, so you need to get your cycle charges in while you can, but it looks like he is happy just fighting. Sigvald's having a hard time with these big armor-piercing knights, but they're staying in combat too long. I'm worried he's going to be able to grind them out. His leadership is lowering, though, and he is ITP, so he can't terror out. Deepwood Scouts are almost routing away now. We can see the Lost Sylvan Knights are actually going to run away and charge back in. They charge back in. They should run away and charge back in again with the Deepwood Scouts now taking their place as chaff. So run away, Lost Sylvan Knights. Sigvald is falling behind in the balance of power. The Lost Sylvan Knights are going to be able to take him down. It looks like army losses will take him, and Sigvald could not kill an entire army. Sigvald did get 5,000 frickin' value, though. Jesus Christ. Okay, that was interesting. Chosen, unfortunately, got shot a lot. I guess one of them got okay value. Dogs got murdered, and Summoner's Rage did. Sisters of Twilight, 3,000 value. Caster, about 1,000. Waystalker, a very clean and even 1,500. And then Eternal Guard did fine. Deepwood Scouts just about paid for themselves across the board. Lost Sylvan Knights did fine. Skirmish Cap did great. GG. So that was Cancer. Do we cast another one or not? Yes! We'll do Hand of the God Save today. So we have Blood Oak Mine, who is GGX Vernectar, I believe, versus Enigmas. Lizardmen versus Greenskins. I like this matchup recently. It feels more even. Supposedly very Lizardman favored, but recently I've been having some fun with it. Feels good. So, what do we have? We have Grom the Paunch, Night Goblin Arawar, we have an Orc Shaman with Here We Go and Brainburster, we have a couple Black Orcs. Yes, I love Black Orcs here, though normally I take Orzag to give them some sick-ass melee stats. Orc Arboys are also really good. We have Goblins mixed in with Orc Boar Boys and Forest Goblin Spider Riders, and that one's like the whole build. Pretty concise. Follows the other side. The Salamander hunting pack is doing good. Shooting there. We have Saurus. We have the Red Crested Skink ROR. We have some Skink Horse of Javelins. We have double Solar Engine, which is very good. And a Skink Priest of Beasts. Oh, we also have a Saurus Scar Veteran, who's a pretty good little duelist combatant there. So something about the title said something about Hand of the Gods, so we'll see. We'll try to watch out for that, see what that's about. Okay, a lot of stuff, cool. So, Greenskin Advance is being shot at a lot. Ooh, first Hand of the Gods, where's it going, where's it going, where's it going? Ah, completely whiffs, got it. It just kind of hit the ground in front of the ground with the punch. But Salamander Hunting Pack is firing into the Night Goblins. It's doing less damage than I would have thought, honestly. Kind of disappointed in the Salamander Hunting Pack, and so far the Lizardmen are slightly disappointing. Now we do have some Javelins throwing into the backs of these cavalry who are trying to run away, doing pretty alright damage overall. Trying to find the Spider Riders. Pretty alright damage for a 400 gold unit. Solar Engine's still firing at something, not entirely sure what. Krokgar and Saurus Scar are falling back, but I think the Lizardmen are not enjoying this current state of play. They've lost a lot of things and not gotten a ton for it on the advance. Like, the Salamander Hunting Pack is now going to be compromised pretty soon. Like, look at all this cavalry. Lizardmen can't keep them alive if the Orc Borcav run up where they need to. Saurus Scar Veteran and Krokgar are going to come up here and fight some Black Orcs who were for just a second looking like they were actually going to just straight up break, but looks like they're rallying now. Orc Boar Boys are getting wrecked on the sides, and I'm kind of on record as not super supporting Orc Boar Boys, but I understand their niche here. They are armor piercing, they're mass, but Salamander Hunting Pack's actually going to escape, and it looks like Black Orcs aren't going to turn onto them. A couple mistakes here, I would say. They really need to be shut down. That's a ton of value waiting to be got. Spider Riders and Orc Boar Boys teaming up, still on with Solar Engines, but with the Salamanders free and clear to shoot up here, the Orc Boar Boys are taking a bunch of damage. And now with the Black Orcs and the Spider Riders in here, the Salamanders are getting completely shut down. Krokgar and a Saurus Scar Veteran off the Manticore Summon has taken out the Orc Shaman. He's currently routing, and now they're trying to fight Orc Auror Boys. And Krokgar is a terrible, terrible crowd clearer. Like, this is not his niche at all, but he needs to shut them down a little bit. Can't have him shooting in all the time. So where's Grom? Grom's running around. He's been helping his Black Orcs stay in the fight, but they don't really need his ITP aura as much. They're kind of thick lads. But they're happy to have him, I guess. Red Crested Skinks, unbreakable, but not unkillable. Pretty close to dead. Krokgar's thinking about chasing off that Orc Shaman. Manticore is rampaging. It looks like the Saurus Scar Veteran was trying to chase off these Forest Goblin Spider Riders, who now rally from their little mini terror route. Orc Auror Boys are pouring into Pistol Solar Engines. I think they should shoot at Chaff. Get all the Chaff out of the way, and then let the Black Orcs take out the Pistildons, but I guess Volume of Fire might take something else. Just Pistildons are super armored and also kind of a small model, so you'll see a lot of the Orc Auror Boys will miss. Krokgar finished chasing off the Orc Shaman. His Saurus Scar Veteran is chasing off some more Spider Riders. At this point in the game, the Lizardmen are looking pretty alright. Greenskins aren't out of it by any means, but Lizardmen have secured a lot of the assets they need. Now, the bounce power is a little Lizardmen favored with the last Manticore summon on the field, so maybe that's something to feel positive about. But I am getting concerned about the Greenskins' staying power. Almost everything's dead except for their archers. With nothing left to protect the archers, I mean, Saurus could just walk at them for the rest of the game. Grom the Paunch is very healthy, and he can do some good work. Yeah, that's his Lizardman favored, but not over at all. Archers are here. Archers are going to have to start shooting at the Saurus pretty soon. Grom can still fight these Solar Engines okay, but they just really don't do that much damage. Alright, Orc Auror Boys are firing at Saurus Spears now. I don't know where these ones are shooting, per se. Kind of firing a weird half-assed volley. One thing. Krokgar and the Saurus Scar Veteran are still trying to clean up Orc Auror Boys and just really not getting a lot done out of it. Grom is going to help some Black Orcs fight this Manticore, making sure they don't break. They really are hanging on, and some Orc Auror Boys, Orc Boar Boys are going to run in here. But this is why I love Black Orcs in this matchup, man. They're just sticky. They're sticky. They stick around, they stay here, they help you fight to the very end. And that Manticore summon is actually going to get routed off, so go Grom the Paunch, go. Orc Auror Boys are not terrible melee combatants. You can see with Wah Pop, they actually had 47 melee attack there for a little bit, and the Saurus Scar Veteran and Krokgar are not enjoying their time sitting amongst these folks. Grom the Paunch is running over to fight this Skink Priest of Beasts. He does have Flock of Doom, so I guess he still technically has spells, but he's just trying to catch him. But Grom can have issues killing infantry characters sometimes, as he will knock them over once in a while. Black Orcs, Orc War Boys are all teaming up on this Solar Engine, but a big Flock of Doom is going to hit them all. Grom the Paunch is going to have to come over here and keep them all from routing for a moment. And he is going to pile in. He also has strong armor-piercing values most of the time, so you can kill the Bastildons decently effectively. Orc Arborboy's taking a little bit of poke out of the Saurus, and you can see now without that Manticore on the field, we are much closer to even. As Orc Boarboys are going to charge in, once again, Saurus are rampaging, making them even deadlier melee combatants than usual, but also means, you know, they're uncontrollable and yada yada and yada yada. Now, Grom's in a pickle here because he can't leave these boar boys to chase off this Bastildon alone, or they are 100% going to terror out and let it come back. I guarantee you that's going to happen while he's off the screen. Other than that, Orc Armor Boys are helping these Black Orcs and the Greenskins actually pull ahead on the balance of power now as they rout off more things. Orc Armor Boys are just sticky. They're so good. They always stick around. Saurus Spear's taking a bunch of damage in the back. And, hey, look at that! They terror routed! Now, does that come back while they're terror routing? Does that come back while they're terror routing? Oh, I'm kind of surprised it didn't come back while they're terror routing. Okay, well, maybe it'll come back anyway. Alrighty, Saurus Spears are routing off as they took too much damage from Crom and, okay, the Saurus. But then Kroq-Gar gets a nasty hand of the gods in on Grom the Paunch from the side. Takes him down to almost no health. Then he gets a thwap on the back from a Bastildon on the way. This Bastildon did rally, and it's probably going to shoot these Orc Boar Boys pretty soon, rout them off, and come back. And all of a sudden, the Lizardman went from out of this game to into this game. A rear shot onto Grom the Paunch. Double hits from the Solar Engine. It kills him, and we're going to get a mass rout, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Kroq-Gar pulling the game back from literally even to literally over. And the gods, you're silly. 2,000 on Kroq-Gar, 500 on the Saurus Scar Veteran. Manticore Summoner did Manticore Summoner things, not a lot of value. Saurus did okay. Bastillon Solar Engines did fine. Salamander Hunting Back did okay. For the Greenskins, Grom did fine. Black Orcs did not great value-wise. Orc Arborboys did overall fine. Orc Boar Boys, overall fine. The Morgums did fine. So a lot of spread out value that time. Hand of the Gods saves the day. Damn right it does, Enigmas. Damn right it does. And I think 2 replays will be good enough for this one, so I'll stop the recording. Goodbye forever!